Hello Zebra Herd, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Today, we are jumping into the survival levels that we have over here. We've done all the mini games, we've done all the puzzles, it's time for survival. And with these, there's a lot of interesting things going on. I guess first off, we'll be doing some survival day and survival night, but you can see it'll jump up in difficulty later on. But yeah, we'll start with this. How long can you hold out? Try a survival game and find out. So yeah, survival is basically just normal Plants vs. Zombies, but we just go as far as we can. With these, there are trophies to earn, so we'll just have to get as far as we need to. We'll start pretty simple since it is just sort of the daytime. I do want to try some new things though, like the Gatling Pea. So we'll try out the Gatling Pea. Beyond that, maybe I could do Torchwood. Let's take a look at the zombies we have. There's honestly not too much when it comes to like being intimidating. With that being said, I should probably instead get repeaters out. Repeaters for now. And then maybe just, if I want a little bit of extra firepower somehow, how could we make this happen? I mean, we still need a walnut. So let's go ahead and get, oh no, we do have the walnut. Okay, we have a lot of options. I think we'll just go with something like the three-peater. That might be fun. Or, you know, let's do snow pea for now. Let's rock with the snow pea. I think that between this, we should be able to make some things happen. All right, so can we survive for 5 flags? That's the goal. So I'm gonna be a little slow to start, but I think we can pick up pretty major speed as long as we don't make any mistakes early on. But these play a lot like normal Plants vs. Zombies levels in many ways. Okay, so for right now, we just need to focus on getting some sun out. And it's honestly sort of refreshing to play normal Plants vs. Zombies after so many mini games, so many survival or puzzle levels. A lot of that was like non-traditional PvZ. So it is cool just to be playing some classic PvZ again. We'll get some survival day levels and then some survival night levels done after that. Okay, yeah, let's pick up some sun. We have the potato mine waiting for that one zombie, which should be good. If I could get, you know, 2 levels of sunflower out before too much gets going here, I think it'd be a good idea. And I think we'll just start with like a level of, like a row of snow peas, and then we'll work on getting repeaters out, because everything that we have set up here, since it's survival, will persist for the next flag. Like once we stop this one, we'll go to another one. You'll see how it works if you're not familiar with how survival goes. Okay, so we got that set up there. I think I want to get one more sun right there. Got it. I think I'll just put the snow pea down wherever the next zombie shows up. Looks like it's taking its time for the moment because, you know, there's one potato mine. Still popping up, getting rid of that one zombie. But there we go. So that's gonna slow him down a lot. I will eventually wanna replace those, I think. Mostly just so that we can get Gatling peas there instead. Because the Torchwoods I wanna set up at some point will sort of counteract these, but I think they're a good start for now. So we have all the sunflowers I essentially need. I could work on getting walnuts out too. Let's wait for one more zombie to pop up before I put down another snow pea, but we get the idea here. We're sort of getting into a good flow. So let's put the walnut right here. That's usually a good spot for them. That way we can put the torchwood behind that eventually. Okay, now the snow pea right over this way. I mean, we could start getting some repeaters out too, but I can build up that sun for later. It would be cool if I could just put the Gatling Pea over the snow pea, but it doesn't quite work that way. Because a Gatling snow pea sounds really cool. Now that I'm thinking about that, I've never really thought about that too much before. That sounds like fun. Okay, let's get another walnut out right when it's available in just a moment. Just like that. And we could, of course, go for a 3rd row of sunflowers here if we wanted to, but what might be better is just getting twin sunflowers out soon. In the next round, I mean. But if we have some extra sun lying around that we want to use, I could always use that with repeaters, just like this. And I think, yeah, more zombies are coming. Right now, it's just gonna be brown coats and cone heads. The thing did not say that there was going to be any, what's it called? Bucket heads or anything like that. So we should be able to keep up with this just fine. One zombie does reach the walnut, but nothing we can't handle. But this is definitely where we can get into using some more of the upgraded plants that we hadn't had the chance to check out in our first run through the game. Right, let's get that there. We're doing pretty well so far. I'm mostly just focused on sort of like setting up our foundations for the upcoming levels, because it always starts easy, but then gets difficult before you know it. We don't want that to happen if we can avoid it. We only need one more repeater here, but the last flag of zombies is I think about to approach. Yep, huge wave of zombies is approaching. What do we want to do? We still have the cherry bomb too, but if I don't need to use the cherry bomb, I really shouldn't. Okay, got that there. This is feeling like a pretty good setup. Whatever sun we can save at the moment, the better. Okay. I think I'll put one more walnut out as soon as we can afford it, or maybe, yeah, I don't want to do another repeater just yet. I might want to just save that to upgrade to Gatling Peas. But so far, we're doing pretty darn good. More zombies are going to be approaching soon. We have 325 sun and a pretty solid setup. So that is flag 1 finished. And now we're on to flag number 2, where we have bucket heads popping up this time, but beyond that is mostly the same. And you can see these zombies, these plants, still stay around. So that's great. So I'll do, I think for right now, twin sunflower, Gatling pea, maybe some of this, more repeaters, eventually a torchwood, and definitely spikeweed. Okay, that sounds like a good plan to me. If we want any kind of backups here, maybe even the pumpkin. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. So if I want to be smart about this, I probably want to get some twin sunflowers out, but we can also start getting the Gatling peas up and ready to go. So let's do that. I need a little bit more sun now, and soon enough, it'll be time for this Gatling pea. So the Gatling pea is really cool because instead of 2 shots, it does 4. It's just like boom, 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 boom. So it can become pretty intense. And to combo that up with a torchwood later, we're gonna be popping out a lot of damage if we can get a lane full of Gatling peas. Now we still have to wait a little bit for them to restore. That's sort of the thing about these really powerful upgrade plants, is that they have a really long cooldown time. So it's just something to keep in mind. Grab some more sun there, and I think we just wanna wait out for this last walnut, right? If we have any extra sun, I can also put out spikeweeds now. I think that's a good idea. And eventually torchwoods, but I'd probably wanna replace our snow peas with something before I even get started with that. Because if not, it sort of just feels like a waste. Game is starting to slow down already, and we're only really just now getting going with everything. That's pretty exciting. It means that we have a lot of potential goodies popping up. Of course, each zombie that we defeat has a chance, to drop either some coins or maybe even a new Zen Garden plant. That's what I'm hoping for out of today's episode, is that we get a lot more Zen Garden plants, because I definitely need a lot more of them. The more of those we get, the more money we end up making, and that's perfect. Okay, so there we go, we get a full setup here. We're just sort of waiting for everything to restore again. So I think for right now, it's more spikeweeds for us. And if we end up at a point where we just have a ton of leftover sun, that's where I can start putting down more repeaters. Or maybe even just replacing the snow peas I have with repeaters, getting the torchwoods up too. There's a whole different way of ordering things we can go with. But we need to survive 5 flags to get the trophy. So that's my #1 focus for the time being. Okay, get that coin. It's a lot more shots heading in. Okay, get this here. And I think we're good just to start upgrading some more stuff. There you go, more twin sunflowers, more Gatling peas. Everything is flying everywhere. So yeah, I guess maybe now I could get our second row of spikeweed set up. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think if I were to do this again, I'd avoid the snow peas. Just get something else out there instead. I think we could have been fine just going straight into repeaters, but you never know. Maybe this was just a safer way to do things. Okay, one more spikeweed after that. And this is the last of this huge wave. So I think it would be good to get a spikeweed there, repeater there, and then maybe just a torchwood. Like I said, as soon as we can, we'll dig that one snow pea up. All right, not bad. There's just one more over here we're trying to get, which I do have enough sun, I think. There we go, to just get another Gatling pea. Perfect. So we're making some major things happening. especially since it's only been 2 flags. We still have 3 more left to go. I think we have plenty of room here to get some stuff done. So let's see what kind of zombies we'll be dealing with now. Looks like they are stepping it up a notch. We have, what are they? Football zombie and a disco zombie to deal with now. So we're gonna continue with twin sunflower and Gatling pea, but on top of that, I think we just need to keep working on what we had before. So maybe just a little setup like this to be safe, but for the most part, I think we're good to, also we need a split pea. Yeah, we're just good to continue adding on what we had before. If we want to, we can also start looking at getting setups with marigolds. That could be cool, but I think we're fine with what we have. Let's rock with this. And see, we got 2 flags completed, so we have 3 more left to go. We don't have a ton of sun at the moment, but the twin sunflowers are already getting to work, so we can change it up real soon and turn another one of these sunflowers into a twin sunflower. Okay, so survival mode can get pretty difficult quite quickly, but as you can see, we can handle it pretty well. So I might not worry about replacing the snow peas just yet. I think I'll just worry about other stuff for now, like maybe just getting the torchwoods out with these setups of Gatling peas just might be better, and then eventually we'll replace the snow peas. But they'll just sort of turn back into regular pea shooters. We could replace them with an entirely different plant, like maybe a kernel pullet or melon pullet even, but that will be quite expensive, so we might just want to save that for later in general. I think there's just better things to do in the meantime. But about to get another torchwood up in just a moment. I mean, with this one, it's sort of more the same. The disco zombies and the football zombies are a little bit scary, but as long as we have these Gatling peas out and doing their thing. Speaking of which, we don't have a Gatling pea on the one part of the lawn that the that the disco zombies popping up on. So we'll get rid of them still, but it was a little bit scary there for a moment. Let's get another torchwood right there. Another split pea there. We have enough for another Gatling pea most of the time, but the Gatling pea just takes so long to actually respawn that that's more the issue. Getting some extra sun right there. I'm just going to put our last torchwood here. So we've got all the torchwoods we need now too. Football zombies starting to come in as well. A little overwhelming, but we can certainly handle it. Okay, if he's trying to chew through, but he won't make it too far. So it really just depends on what pops up first here. We can get a twin sunflower there for sure. Didn't even notice that was available again. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. That happened really quick, actually. I was expecting that to take more time than it did. So I think we're good just with, boom, another repeater. I keep on calling them split peas. Not the same plant. Another little point right down this way and right up there. Oh no, I think I missed it. Might have disappeared. Okay, but I can definitely grab that. And I guess if we have any extra time here, grab this, start putting some repeaters in place of this snow piece as much as we can. All right, so that's 3 flags done, 2 more left to go. They're getting more difficult, but they're moving pretty quick. Ooh, we have newspaper zombies, which honestly not too big of a deal. The fire from the torchwood pea shots will immediately just sort of burn away the newspaper. The screen door zombies are a little bit scarier, but we have the spike weed to deal with them. So overall, this is fine. I think it would still be good to get something like this, maybe replacement walnut spots. I don't think I need potato mines anymore, so something like this is pretty good. But beyond that, I don't really see what more we really need here. So maybe even some marigold setup just in case we get through everything pretty well. I think this is fine. Just a little replacement things here and there just in case like the worst is to happen. But I think we have a winning setup here for sure. So with more sun coming down, zombies are gonna start marching through any moment now. So let's just make sure we have enough sun for the time being to afford the Gatling pea. So we at least have 1 full row of them. As soon as it's actually ready for us. Right now it's not. Okay, here it goes, so boom. Full row of Gatling pea. We are now just going to focus on grabbing some coins here and there, but more than that, we want to just put some repeaters in the spots of that. Oh wait, the spike beat's gone. Maybe I never put one there? Huh, I can't recall. There definitely wasn't anything here that would have popped it, so it really must have been that I just never placed it there. So we'll just try to get as many repeaters over these snow peas as possible. And then after this, I might start replacing some of these sunflowers for marigolds just to make some extra cash on the side. We might as well just get as far with that as we possibly can. So this feels pretty good. I might want to wait for this one actually because, oh no, I didn't mean to do that, whoops. Just because I don't have enough sun for the repeater just yet, now I do. So put this here instead, get this like this, and then I guess we'll get a marigold here. See how that works out. That feels pretty good. We did get the pumpkin, so I can start putting the pumpkin around there. I need to pick up these coins. They keep disappearing on me. It's a lot of stuff to click right now, but we do have a huge wave coming in any moment now, so trying to be careful. The marigolds do take a while to respawn. It's not as fast as the sunflower. Huge onslaught of zombies coming in from every single lane. I say that, but the top one actually wasn't too bad. Grab that. I think I'm going to replace that sunflower, put a marigold over it, just get some extra coins out of it here and there, but that seems to be it for this flag. There we go, more zombies are approaching soon enough, but we handled that one quite well. Okay, so this should be our last one as far as I know, right? Or no, that was 3 flags. I thought it would have been the 4th one. I guess not. Let's get the marigold back out. And just anything else we might need. Any kind of like backup setup. Good enough. Let's keep it going. No, now it says 4 flags completed. I was gonna say, I could have sworn. So I'll get that there. A marigold here as soon as it's ready. I guess I did that a little too soon. But we still have a lot of sun left over, so we might as well get some Gatling Pea set up wherever we can. Make the most out of that cooldown. And at this point, we just sort of sit back, relax, and watch the coins roll in as we defeat zombie after zombie. Feels pretty good. I wish there was a way to get Stinky the Snail out here though to automatically flip the coins for us while we're doing all this. That'd be fun. But not quite the case. There's a couple more coins down this way, and we can get some more pumpkins out. Don't mind if I do. Almost get another marigold. And no, they must have destroyed this spikeweed somehow. How did they do that? I don't think there was, oh, maybe I did accidentally shovel it. That could have been the case when I was trying to put the shovel away. Because I don't see what else I did there. Like, what if I, weird, I don't know what happened. Anyways, we're going to get out another Gatling Pea down this way because these zombies are starting to rush in a lot more now. But also, you know what it might be is that when I was trying to click a coin, I accidentally picked up the shovel and just release it in place, dig up that spikeweed. I think that's what's happening. That's the mystery of the disappearing spikeweed. Another marigold coming in, and this should be the last of it right here. We got the huge wave coming in. I'm ready for it. We'll get one more pumpkin over a walnut. This is feeling pretty good. All these football zombies are marching in, but they're no problem for us. Grab some extra coins from these marigolds. Any of these zombies are dropping coins. Yes, they are. It's so much harder to notice the coins in this game. I feel like it just sort of gets lost in all the action much quicker. But there we go, we get a diamond for our troubles. All 5 of these survival flags completed in survival day. But we're not quite done with that. We're gonna be doing another one now with survival night. So even a lot to do survival mode. Let's go check it out. So that's nighttime pool. We'll check that out at some point, but for now it's all about survival night. Okay. So we'll be doing more of the same with this one. We won't be checking out some of these other plants just yet. I think we'll basically be doing the mushroom version of what we just did. This will definitely be more difficult than what we did before, but I think for right now, we could just do this, and then, You know what, we'll still use potato mines and stuff. We'll use a potato mine. Maybe I don't need, but take a look at the zombies here. We don't need a hip mushroom this early on. Leave the hip mushroom, get a walnut. I think this is okay. Let's go for it. We'll see what ends up happening. We do have some gravestones though, so it's definitely worth having them out to start busting some things. This will certainly be a lot more difficult. We might struggle with this one a tad bit more than we did with the daytime levels. There's just a lot more restrictions ahead of us here. We'll get as many sunshrooms out as we can. Just gotta place those as soon as we get the opportunity to. But once we sort of get a repertoire of them up, it becomes a lot easier to sustain. We'll get the puffshroom right there, because it should be able to shoot through the gravestone. Right, I think so. Not getting it mixed up with PVZ2. I think we're fine. So let me just get more puffshrooms out then. Maybe I won't actually need the potato mine. Could have just sort of overthought that. But one puff shroom can definitely handle a brown coat zombie, so I'm not sweating that one. And boom, get another sun shroom there. And I think before the next zombie comes out, we should have a puff shroom on every lane. Okay, so far not too bad. Get that right there. And if we can get one more sun shroom, there we go. Perfect timing, get another sun shroom set up. Unfortunately, unlike the sunflower, there's no upgrade for the sun shroom that will give them like a double twin sun shroom or anything. So we might be producing less sun this time around. At least at first, it might not be so bad, but eventually with those upgrades considered, it might be more of a problem. But you know, we sort of defeated the last set of levels really easily. Like we had a lot of wiggle room there just to survive. So maybe it's not worth getting too worried about. But I think eventually we do want to get pea shooters and Gatling peas out here as much as possible. I can bust this grave. So that's at least something. And our first walnut right there. Seems like a good idea. Ooh, we get ourselves a, wait, did I get it? I clicked it for sure. I think it counted. I think it just disappears without like too much of a fancy animation. Okay, so I'm going to go extra with the sunflowers or the sun shrooms for right now. Okay, get another one. We'll get 3 lanes of them just so that we can build up a ton of sun, more than what we probably even know what to do with, but it'll be good for the long run, I think. Okay, get this here. And we're about halfway through this first flag of zombies, so we're getting there for sure. But as we're getting through this, I would love to hear your thoughts on the survival game mode. Obviously, it's a little bit different than some of the other bonus game modes we get because this one's sort of a lot more just simple Plants vs. Zombies action that we all know and love. Well, you just do it a lot. I think it's a fun way to, you know, just sort of get more into the game and try out some of the plants that you couldn't quite unlock on our first, you know, story playthrough. Put that sunshroom in the wrong spot. But on top of that, it does give us an opportunity to get a lot of coins, and that is definitely something we need later on. If we want to get this game done 100%, we have a ton of money we need to get. So yeah, it's good to make that progress where we can. Maybe I'll get some scaredy shrooms out. I just don't know if we really need to. We'll do that really quickly. And I guess I'll get even more sunshrooms out. That might be where it's a little excessive, but I mean, I'll do what I can with them. This one walnut did take a little bit of a beating. So maybe that's where I can at the least start using fume shrooms. I'll do that here. Just like this, fume shroom. Combo that up with the puff shroom, it should be good enough, I think. Maybe I'll put a puff shroom in front of it too, just to deal with what I can. So I'm a little nervous. Here we go, boom, got it. Yeah, puff or fume shrooms are really nice. I think they're still worthwhile to have here because they can attack you multiple zombies and stuff. But let's make sure we're eating through these gravestones as much as possible. That is something I just need to do sooner rather than later. But more gravestones might pop up just like that. I was gonna say that's where I really hope it doesn't pop up, but it's okay, we can chew away at it. I think they can pop up on certain parts of the lawn and destroy plants, so we really don't want that to happen. We need to sort of be aware of our surroundings in that way. Okay, getting a lot more sun. We're coming up on like 1,000 sun here. If I really just want to get rid of this fast, I could consider using a doom shroom, but do I really need to right now? I don't think so. Ooh, I'm a little bit worried. Oh, we do get ourselves a plant for a Zen garden. Awesome, happy to see that. Okay, getting this right here. Maybe, ooh, let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and freeze him with the ice shroom. It's good enough. Just because those walnuts got really beat up throughout all that. So more zombies are coming. We did pretty good though. We got over 1,000 sun. I don't think we need puff shrooms anymore. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to rethink our strategy because we already got some scarier zombies coming up, like the, what is it? Forgetting his name, the football zombie. He plays football. Not too hard to forget, right? So let's go ahead and get this stuff right now. I think this is a good setup. Then I definitely want the magnet shroom, which is way down here. Get the magnet shroom, and then maybe pumpkin. We have the spikeweed. So let's do pea shooter and then torchwood. Maybe I don't need torchwood. Maybe not yet. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Yeah, we'll do this for now. We'll try to get some Gatling peas out later, but only if we're like in a really good spot. So back to it again. Getting some more sun. I'm gonna keep with all these sun shrooms for now, to be honest. I feel like it's a good idea. We'll eventually get rid of them, put some other stuff in that spot, but if this is working, we might as well keep with it. I wanna get a spikeweed in front of that walnut, just because it's not really doing super well at the moment. Get a fume shroom to replace all of that. And another spikeweed here, because we don't have a walnut for that spot either. So now we're getting sun all over the place. Okay, this feels pretty good. One last sun shroom here. And then this is where we probably just want to start doing pea shooters. So like one right there. But where am I gonna put the magnet shrooms exactly? Maybe that's where I have this opportunity just to do this. Maybe that'd be better? Could be. I'll get a repeater over this one too. So as the walnuts disappear, maybe I'll just, instead of them being walnuts, I'll just put magnet shrooms on them. Maybe that is our new strategy here, just so that we can defend against some of these stronger zombies a lot more easily. And this is definitely where I could consider magnet shrooms too. Not magnet shrooms, hypno shrooms. Just turn those scarier zombies right around. So I think I'll just put one right here just to get started with, because that walnut's almost done for anyways. But I can still place plenty more repeaters. Okay, get that there. And this repeater is almost available. There it is. Get one more spikeweed to finish up the row. And we're doing really good. Exactly what we want to see. So I think this is just where we either save up a bunch of sun so that we can get Gatling peas, which is a good idea, but we can only do that so many times because they have a slow cooldown. So maybe this is where we just get a second row of repeaters set up as soon as we can. And more spikeweeds. Definitely more spikeweeds. I'll get a magnet shroom right here and the pumpkin to go with it. But these sun shrooms are still being quite plentiful. This is significantly more involved than the daytime levels were. The daytime levels were just putting down some simple plants and just sort of works out on its own. Here, the mushroom plants aren't as strong at first. So we need to do a lot of other stuff. Huge wave of zombies is incoming. Let's bust that grave. But hey, those football zombies a lot weaker when they don't have their helmets. Grabbing some of this, we're just gonna keep moving. Grab that coin too. Almost have our second layer of spikeweeds figured out. That's awesome. More zombies are approaching, oh no. So that was flag 2 done here for nighttime. You can see we have quite a strong strategy at this point. I think we can keep it going for a good while. The disco zombie's coming in too. I think for now, getting this kind of stuff set up still feels like a good idea. You, and Gatling pea. I think that's everything we really need here. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go for this, we'll see how it turns out. Let's rock. Because we'll still have 3 rows of sun shrooms here, more than we probably need. I'll get a repeater there soon. Maybe not quite worth it just yet, because we need to get magnet shrooms and some other things in some other spots. So we still need to earn up the sun anyways. Okay, got that there. And I think, okay, last spikeweed, boom, right there. Newspaper zombies coming in, which is a little bit scary, but with the spikeweed and the fume shroom, honestly, we can handle it quite easily. So, what else do we want to do here? I think we'll just go for another, repeater right there. Then I should have enough money or sun for a Gatling pea, so I'll start with one down that way. And we'll definitely have enough for another by the time that we have the Gatling pea available again, just because of the cooldown taking so long. So I think we're at the spot where I only need one more magnet shroom right down here. I actually can't quite afford it. There we go. Wait. There we go. So we have magnet shrooms on every lane. So things are going quite well here. This is basically all we need. So we got one Zen Garden plant earlier. I'm hoping we can stack up a good couple of those soon because each one gives between like 8 and 10,000 coins depending on what kind of plant it is. Super duper worthwhile, you know? Okay, now we're earning up a good collection of sun. This flag is almost finished. Let's keep gathering up sun for now. Uh-oh. Yeah, here comes that gravestone busting open that spikeweed. Not too much of a hassle to destroy though, so it's just worth staying on top of. I don't know if it'll go farther than 2 rows in. But it looks like we got this covered. Flag 2, or flag 3 actually, proving not to be too much of a challenge at all. Once we have those magnet shrooms up, the zombies get a whole lot weaker. All right, that was great. And also, really quickly, put it on another Gatling Pea before the time runs out. So 3 flags completed now. We got the disco zombie, pole vaulter, lots of interesting stuff coming in. But I think for the most part, it's all the same for us. Repeater and Gatling Pea would be good. And I think this is where we can actually consider getting the marigold in too. Maybe I'll do this, and then just in case things go really south, we can get a doom shroom out. Okay, let's keep it going. So yeah, we got the one Gatling Pea. We're gonna have to wait a while for the next one. We can instead get a marigold. Earn up some coins that way real easy. These magnet shrooms already immediately at work. Very good, very good. So I'm gonna grab some of this for sure. A lot of coins are starting to drop now. We've definitely just gotten, you know, a good few thousand just from playing. I haven't really done too much with the Zen Garden yet in today's episode, so we'll be trying that out later to see at least that one Zen Garden plant we got. But as we continue forward, we'll have, of course, survival levels in the other areas, but on top of that, there should be hard mode versions of each survival level, which will add more zombies and more chances of getting Zen Garden plants. Okay, we have enough for another marigold, so I'll place that right there. And the Gatling Pea still is a while from being available. Uh-oh, this one actually pops up in front of the pumpkins, which is a little scary, but even with that being said, repeaters are damaging them down quite quickly. I think we're fine. Coin right there. That's why it would be nice to have the, what's it called? The Gatling Peas on every lane, sooner rather than later. Pole vaulting zombie does get over for just a moment. Okay, we have enough time here to get another marigold soon, I think. Over 1,400 sun now too, pretty crazy. Okay, boom, another marigold. And honestly, that wasn't that bad. I thought that was gonna be more for that one. Huge wave is coming in though, so we can't say that so soon. Oh, and I guess, see, was this me? No, that was the gravestone popping up. So we'll use the grave buster on it. Maybe it might get eaten. It did get eaten, yikes. Grab whatever coins we can then. And the marigolds and all the zombies dropping it. Closing in on 7,000 coins now. Still don't have another Gatling Pea available. They take so long. Okay, here we go. Here's our chance with this. Come on, Grave Buster, you got it, and boom, perfect. Feeling pretty good there. So with that done, what more do we wanna do? I think it's more of the same. I wish I could just like reload what I had before. It'd be cool if there was like a button for that, but there isn't really. So, I mean, if I wanna do anything else, it'd be crazy. I don't know, it'd be cool to get some scaredy shrooms in the back. We'll have to wait and see if that's what we wanna do. I think for now, a Doom Shroom and Marigolds, and of course the Gatling Pea would be worth focusing on. Okay, yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do Scaredy Shrooms in the back, because it's extra firepower, but it's not that expensive. I think that's a fair combo, all things considered. Because we have so much sun, to the point where I don't really know what to do with that. I mean, we could also just put repeaters back there. It doesn't really need to be Scaredy Shrooms. If we have this much sun, it might as well be repeaters. Okay. So I guess I'll do that then. Boom, repeater over here. We almost have enough for the Gatling Pea, which I'm really happy about because, you know, we're starting to need it a little bit more. Our pumpkins haven't been damaged that much at all though, so we're sitting pretty well with that. So we'll just get more repeaters. Sorry, Scaredy Shroom. Not gonna do that one. And this should be our last marigold for now. Maybe we can get more later on, but we already have 4 flags completed. This is our last one that we need to do, last one we need to get through, so I think we're okay with this. So I'll just try to focus on getting these repeaters out in the lanes that don't have Gatling peas at first. Then we can worry about everything else later on. Okay, there we go. So just one more repeater in the center and we should be good. You can hear those shots flying all over the place, plenty of coins coming into. We're making some good money. Got it. This Disco Zombie's really trying to eat through some stuff here though. I do not appreciate that. It's a little bit more cash. I think we'll be able to get one more Gatling Pea out before this round is over. I say that, but we're making progression really fast. Okay, just a little bit more. Got it. And here we go, our final huge wave of zombies is approaching. And I think with this one, as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to use the Dune Shroom just to clear out a bunch of them. I might wanna wait for them to get out a little bit farther first. We'll get 1 coin from that football zombie, a lot more coins from the marigolds. So I'm trying to click, but the game is going too slow for that to happen. Okay, ready, and kaboom, that gets them all. That was amazing. See, if I sit here, will they make more coins? I don't think they will. So I think we'll just end it like that. Very cool, so that is all the survival day and survival night levels completed. We get 2 trophies out of it. We'll have to earn up plenty more trophies in the upcoming episodes though. I think next time around we'll do the survival pool and then survival night pool, or whatever it's called. Night fog, something like that. Plenty left to do for sure. But to finish off today's episode, let's go check out the Zen Garden. We got this brand new plant that I'm super duper curious about. So I guess we'll just water them until they reveal what they are. Okay, we're about to find out. This is, oh, it's a little puff shroom. That's so cute. So we'll get the puff shroom and bring it, of course, over to the nighttime area where it should be able to grow and thrive a little bit more. So we'll keep working on that one, of course, but beyond that, I think we have a tangle kelp over here that's all grown up. So if we were to sell you for 10,000, that sounds well worth it. So we'll sell you, we have up to 18,000. And most of that, honestly, I'm just gonna put back into marigolds because I wanna build up as many marigolds as we can, make a bunch of money from it. So I'll buy a few more of these. We're sold out on those now. So I should just be able to spend some more of my cash on marigolds. And basically once I grow all of these up, we'll just be able to sell them for a better return than what we got them for. And eventually we'll be getting more things like with that, like all these new plants. So soon enough, we'll have the full collection. But for right now, I think, let's see, is there anything else here? We'll have to organize these marigolds, but I'll actually water them and stuff between episodes, I think, just because it takes too much time. And you guys have seen it a million times before, I'm sure. So there we go. Got all these together so that I can take care of them later on. But for right now, that is gonna wrap it up for today's episode of Plants vs. Zombies for the Nintendo DS. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.